So Gavin, a disappointing night and one you'll feel aggrieved about, I'm sure.
It's a bit of an understatement, Steve, that I'm absolutely devastated for the players. There's some big moments that we don't take. You know, if we're looking at ourselves as, Morgan has a header, it's an unbelievable move from us. I think first thing is we look back to ourselves tonight. You know, the way we make it hard for the opposition and then, play forward, run forward like we did, so aggressive and athletic. We look like a real problem. A little bit of firefighting first half, but as you can see, first half, unbelievable move. It's a great ball in, and Morecambe's got to score. It's a header from a yard or two out. You have to take them big moments. They then go down the other end. We spoke about them shooting from distance. So it's disappointing that we allowed a shot to come in. So we've got to hold ourselves accountable to that. But I just thought second half we were excellent. And I thought the lads were absolutely superb. Dominated the game, majority in their half, number of crosses into the box. Just spoken in there how we've got to, start sacrificing ourselves in the box, because again, so many crosses go in there. You've got to turn them into good ones. They're not always going to be wrapped into amazingly. The discussion points are obviously our goal that they don't stand. I mean, it's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen. A linesman getting involved that is what we're looking at it now, 40 yards away. The referee's right there. I think everybody in the stand and in the ground can see that their defender's headed it and Shane heads it in the goal. I mean, it's a legitimate goal. Then after advice from a fourth official, the referee still doesn't take heed. And the fourth official was great. He saw it, he agreed, he tried to relay it, he couldn't do any more. And they just decided between them that it wasn't the case. And it just, for me, what's the point in having a fourth official? They shouldn't get it wrong in the first place. Are they held accountable? The referees that we've had this year, we really hope that we'd have an upturn in the quality of it, and it's absolutely miles off. And I probably speak on behalf of many other managers, so it's really disappointing. Even for me to get sent off at the weekend, barely do anything. We stood there doing nothing. Shouldn't really say too much, but you just, you're emotional. You look at that. It's a legitimate goal. They give that goal, which is obviously a goal. We're going to win the game. There's no doubt in my mind. We're going to win the game from there. We're in full control. And then at the other end, Morgan gets absolutely wiped out by their player. She stood right there, the referee, nothing. Then Shane puts in a brilliant tackle. She's right there, gives a free kick. I mean, that's what they scored, a free kick. I don't know. Honestly, it's hard. It's hard to not be emotional. I think anyone who probably hasn't seen the game will think I'm exaggerating or think I'm bitter, but the lads, I'm gutted for them, because it's hard to know what to say in there for them. Really back to our best tonight. Looked really good. It's hard to criticise the performance. Yes, we speak about big moments. Look, we need to score goals. We're going to have to address that now, because we need to score goals. And first contacts in the box as well need to be better. It's hard. It's hard. To be aggrieved would probably be as big an understatement as bad as that decision was there.
Yeah, and you can tell in your voice how annoyed you are by that.
I'm just gutted for the players, Steve, because you get beat at Altrincham. We deserve to get beat at Altrincham. It just wasn't good enough. We were great in the defensive phase and the mid phase. Looked really pretty. We were toothless in the final third. Is the truth. I can hold my hands up when we get beat, and when we don't play well. Listen, that's we're going to experience that this year, but it's a results business. The players got to start getting results. I've got to start getting results, and we will. We play like that. And I know Morecambe are at the bottom, but let me just tell you now, they're a threat going forward. They got camped in, and we dominated them second half today. But when they turned the ball over, they look sharp. But that game should have been ours tonight, and that's. I'm gutted for the players, because at the moment we can't catch a break. We've had some great performances, but we need to be accountable. Like I say, we've had Morgan's chance, we've had a couple of chances second half that you need to score, and that's what changes games. That's ultimately the goal that we score. They don't overturn that. We go on and win the game, and that's a little bit where it's at. So apologies if I sound a bit emotional. I'm just gutted for the players, gutted, because when you work that hard, we've come so far. The club have really supported it. We've had a pre-match meal on the way up here today. You can see the fans. Yeah, it's just such a big effort to have it. Truth is, it was stolen away from us tonight, and that's difficult. That's difficult. I'm not trying to take anything away from Morecambe. Just cold like a day to the green.
There's not too much more to be said, really. Not too much more to be asked. It's on to York at the weekend.
Probably best we don't, Steve.
Yeah, probably best we don't. Thanks very much for your honesty.
Cheers, mate. We'll be at it again on Saturday. You know, these lads will come good. We're learning a lot. We knew there was going to be tough times, but you know, we don't need to rip it up and start again. But we do need to address now goals. We're going to need to address that very quickly. So yeah, I'm on it.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, mate.